So hold on. Let's move on. Okay. Let's move on to the bad. Let's move on. Like we want to do this, but we don't really want to give away too much spoilers unless we want to make this a full-out spoiler show. No, well, obviously we could talk against.
I could do it without.
Yeah. So all right, let's move on to the bad. Me personally, I'll start this off. I have absolutely no bad.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The reason why
I'm gonna be the bad guy today.
Yeah, he's gonna be the bad guy today.
Definitely.
I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with this movie. For me, anyways. I can nitpick and I can say, well, you know what? Baron Zemo as a villain, like, and he has some depth to him. He has some story to him. He wasn't just bad to be bad. But for me, it was a little bit too convenient that everything's set up the way it's set up at the end. But I kind of like that. I liked his motive and his what he was trying to do. But
it was menacing.
It was menacing because
it just came too easy for him.
Yeah, everything was just way too easy for him. But again, there was so much stuff going on. I have nothing bad to say about this movie. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm shocked. I have nothing bad.
He's shocked.
Okay, I don't know.
About yourself.
You seem like you have something, because you said, are you serious? So you must have something.
My bad is very minimal.
Okay.
And again, it had to do with the villains, right? Because they're focusing the story on the characters fighting each other. Mm-hmm. The villains for me were kind of weak, like Baron Zemo.
Always.
He was weak. You know what I mean? Mm. It's like he was like this little sneaky mouse running around, just doing little things.
But he was kind of setting it up. In a way, he didn't really need to be there, but.
But Kiki, I want to ask you something. What did you think about Crossbones?
Crossbones.
You didn't like him?
Yeah, no, I did like him.
But here's a bad thing.
He was pretty bad.
Because this is separate from my other thing. Why did they waste him?
I know. They did waste him.
They wasted him.
Because he came in, you know what? He came in big, bad, tough, and strong. Yeah. And it was kind of just, they left it where they left it. You know what I mean? And then they moved on to Baron Zemo.
I'm like...
Baron Zemo was kind of...
I think they just wanted to wrap that up. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they do that in movies. It's like in I think, was it the beginning of The Dark Knight? Where they just kind of wrapped up the Scarecrow.
Yeah, Scarecrow, yeah.
And I feel like that's what they did with this one.
But... He's Crossbones is fantastic.
I know.
I was walking in there. I was like, yeah, whatever about Crossbones. And then with that action scene, I'm like,
yeah.
But they gave it to you. They left you wanting more, and I think they did their job then.
Maybe.
Right?
Okay.
Because like what's with this always reusing villains? You know what I mean? Like let's move on, and we're getting Thanos, right?
Because the studio has the power. To do what they're doing for the first time. We this is obviously the first time for us. We're 12 films in, 11 films in.
12, I think.
This is the 12th?
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you want to create an arc of comic book stories with returning characters, that villains specifically, because we're talking about villains. That's all I'm thinking, you know what I mean?
Well, you know,
but
Marvel never kills their villains, so he's probably still alive. So.
Yeah, we know he is.
Okay.
Alright, what's your bad? I really want to know.
Okay, look, I loved the movie. I want to just say that, like I say the bad guy just because it sounds cool. Mm-hmm. But, like, I loved the movie. But this one scene, the airport scene, face-off scene, in terms of tone, it lifted right out for me. Now, the reason I love the Captain America franchise, and I know what you guys, like, I think you guys can agree with me here, in that every franchise within the Marvel universe, right, they have their own kind of tone.
Yeah.
Ant-Man doesn't have the same tone as a Captain America movie. Right. And it can't, really, because they're just different things. So I think that scene, it was too much, man. With the comedy, it just it took me out of the Captain America feeling. And then this was on the second watch when I saw it, and it just lifted right out for me. And while it was very cool that we saw all their powers,
17, 18,
and it was like, I am 100% with that, which is why I don't hate the movie.
Yeah.
I can't hate it for this, but where it would have went 100% with me, and would have, if the stakes were higher. You mentioned the stakes.
I thought that the stakes were high,
but. Because you don't make... Dude, I can't give away spoilers,
I know,
but...
you don't make jokes about being beat up.
They were making jokes about a serious result that happens from the battle. You can't do that.
But the thing is about that is that it wasn't everybody there, it wasn't their agenda. Like, Tony had a different agenda than what Captain and Bucky had. Everybody else, so Spider-Man was there just to impress. Ant-Man was there because he's honored.
Yeah.
He wasn't there. There's no real beef
I know.
between like
'Cause these are
Ant-Man
new
and
guys
Spider-Man.
coming
Yeah, they have no real
But,
beef. The
guys.
only person. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Did Black Panther make a joke?
No.
Okay.
And that's how
And
I
that's why-
wanted it.
Did Bucky make a joke?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes, he did, but
No, not in that.
Not
Not
that
in that. In that scene, like there was just
Yeah, he
like,
did.
well, when he's like,
He's
oh,
like,
I
couldn't have done that earlier.
But that's real shit though,
Yeah.
right? Because I would have said that
It's-
to you. I'd be like, yo, you couldn't
honestly,
have done that
that's
earlier.
not what I was in the theater for.
I get that, and you know
it
me, I
turned
hate
it.
the
You know where
jokes
you.
when it
And
comes to
there's
Marvel.
another project. 'Cause this is why I wanted to mention it during the entire good part because
Yeah.
there's so many points you guys set me up for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were saying it didn't feel like an Avengers movie. That felt like it was from the Avengers for me, not from a Captain America movie. And I know it's an ensemble film, but guess what, guys? It says Captain America in the title.
But
It
you
doesn't
know-
say the Avengers. So for me, as a fan
I understand where you're
of
coming
Captain
from.
America,
I do.
it lifts right out. And the rest
Perfect.
is so intense. It's so like hard hitting. It's so emotional. It's so deep. And then you plop that
But
scene in there.
But you know
I'm
what?
like,
The only thing for me, like with the comedy, was Spider-Man. Even though he didn't
way too
necessarily
much. He talks
have his
too
own
much.
agenda, like
I'll agree with you there.
like it just was unnecessary. You know what I mean? You're not getting beat up like that and still making jokes, like as if you're not hurt.
Right, but it's like
It doesn't make me hate the movie. I just
think-
wanted to say it because that's how I feel.
I think it was fun for him.
They lifted their foot off the gas.
There was no
That's all.
stakes for Spider-Man. There was no stakes for Ant-Man. There was no stakes for some of these like the characters that really it really meant something to was more Falcon, Bucky,
But
Black
still,
Panther,
what happened
Iron Man.
afterwards, dude, was a real consequence of that
But-
war.
Right.
That they
and
were
what I
fighting.
like, okay, so like it's in the
That's
trailers.
why it's like,
Oh, are we still friends? It depends on how hard you hit me. They aren't feuding with each other. Like it's more of a I have to do my job. I am signed
I
to the
know.
government.
I know.
have to do
I
my
agree
job.
with you.
It's not that I
disagree.
I have to stop you. And then it's like, no, Cap, you guys don't even know what's happening right now. Cap needs to do this. So I need to push you guys out the way.
maybe
The other
it's
people were just there
me.
to be
Maybe
there.
it's just me, man.
I mean, I agree
I
with
like,
you,
but
I like dark.
No, they weren't.
I like
That's
dark
me.
too.
They
I
were
like
kidding
So-
because remember, Black Widow said to Hawkeye, "You're holding back."
Yeah, exactly. Like you're.
So
they
they're
knew
not
it
shooting
wasn't.
each other.
It wasn't. But where it did get real dirty was when Iron Man just went blank. You guys know what I'm talking about. He went blank, 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 and it's just like, and he already knew why it happened, and
Yeah.
he didn't care. That scene right there for me, when they were fighting, the scene where Cap, Iron Man, and
Yeah.
Bucky were fighting was real.
Yeah.
And
that
I was
real.
scared.
I like that.
That's
like
what I
that.
wanted.
I thought,
You know?
I'm not even gonna say nothing, but I got scared and I went
Yeah.
because you know.
You didn't know what was gonna happen. You just
That's
didn't
what I
know.
loved about
Yeah.
it, man. Which was, again, I loved the movie.
So
It's
that
just-
part,
It's that part. It rubbed me the wrong way.
you got your intensity, what you wanted in that scene.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Also click like, share, and subscribe.